Hey guys, and I want to welcome you to Motivational Monday. Well, today what's on my heart is I want to talk to you about your finances. Now, we know that the word talks about it's better to be a lender and not a borrower. Who wants to be a lender? Raise your hand right here. All right. We all want to be a lender, right? So part of being a lender is there are some things that you're going to have to get in place. Okay. For example, you need to, first of all, start out by to get your finances in order. You may have to start out by writing out a plan. Now, I know in a couple videos, I made a video about the importance of having a plan. So I feel like it would be beneficial for me to try to explain and expound more on what I mean about that. Okay, so what that means, having a plan means getting your finances in order, means what are some of the things you're going to have to do. For those of you who may be computer savvy, you may create a spreadsheet. There may be some people who may just be kind of old school. You may want to just write down a list of all of your expenses, such as, okay, in order of, say, like your mortgage, or if you're not a homeowner, your rent payments, a list of your fixed expenses and things that have to be taken care of every month. Okay, so you're gonna have your expenses and your liabilities, right? So you're gonna have a list of the things that you have to take care of, and then your liabilities. Okay, so that would be like, for example, credit card debt. Those are going to be like your assets, savings, things like that. So you want to list it in the order of, I always list mine in the order of the value. So being mortgage or rent would be at the top, then your car payment. And you want to list everything categorically. Okay, so you would list it in the order of, now, Excel have a really nice tool where you can actually go in and plug everything on the spreadsheet, from your mortgage to your car payment to your insurance to your entertainment to your groceries and so on and so forth. And what it does, it shows you where, like, you plug in. So this is my projected budget. So you put the number in. So let's just say, hypothetically, let's just say your budget is $3,000 a month. Let's just be hypothetical. Okay, so you're going to plug that in. Then you begin to itemize each item one by one of your expenses that you have to take care of. Okay, and so what happens is, when you look at that, that is a real number, right? And it becomes real. Okay, and so I did this, and I'm sharing this because I did this a couple months ago. Well, actually, it's been about a year now. I've always been one to kind of keep up with my expenses and my, my expenses. But I also have to be able to see. So I remember about 2 years ago, I took a home buying class, and this really, really works. You want to try to track your spending, right? So it's like a tracker, and they have like apps that you can put on your phone. And so you can plug in everything you, that you spend, you plug it in. And then at the end of the month, you can see where your money is going, right? Now, this is, why am I saying all of this? What are you saying, Bridget? Okay. In order to really begin to live the life that you want to live, you're going to have to do some sacrificing, maybe. Now, this is, if this video does not apply to you, you've already arrived. You're living your best life. You got, you have a nice, account sitting with thousands and thousands of dollars in it. This video is not for you. Okay. This video is for those people who are trying to come from under the tutelage that I call debt. Okay, debt is a devil in itself. When you are in debt, you're more apprehensive, excuse me. You're going to be, you might suffer with a little bit more anxiety. But when you are debt free, guess what? You're going to be more liberated. You're going to operate in more freedom. You're going to be able to travel. You're going to be able to be a blessing. So, the Bible says that we are blessed to be a blessing, right? So how are we going to be a blessing if we have all of this debt over us? So this is just the season that God has me in, that I am super proud to say that I've paid off some debts. I've paid off some major loans. And so I'm sharing this because it works. I know it works. I wouldn't be able to tell you this if I have not seen the manifestation of what I'm telling you in my own life. Okay, it works. Okay, so start small. So let's say, for example, let's say you have a credit card. Let's say you have 4 credit cards, right? And let's say they each have. I'm gonna do it like this so you can understand my train of thought of my illustration. So let's say one card has a $2,000 debt on it. Then you have another one may have $1,000, a $500, and let's say another card may have a $200 debt. So what you're going to do, you're going to start out with the one that has a $200 debt, right? Pay that off, pay it down to zero balance, and then you're going to snowball it into the next card, which will be your $500 card, right? So now the money that you were spending on the $200 card, let's say whatever minimum payment you were spending, once you zero that card out, you're going to move into your next card, right? And you snowball it all the way up the chain from the least card to the greatest card. Now, I learned that concept from Dave Ramsey. Now, my students will always tell me, each time I would teach the business part of the class, for some reason, the module would always land on me as an educator to teach that particular module. And so I would always break this principle down to my students, how to track your spending and how to create a spreadsheet or how to create a budget flow, right? And the way I would present it, they would always just get it. That's like, Miss Maddox, we get that. And so if you do that, you're going to go from the smallest card and climb up the ladder, if you will, from the least card all the way to the greatest card, and you're going to pay it down, right? And so the goal is, and let me tell you, I learned this from Dave Ramsey, and he is a financial guru. If you do it this way, the reason why I believe it works, because you're going to see that momentum, and you're going to see, once you see that it works, you're going to be more apt to stick with the program because it works. Because if you start small and you pay that off, you'll be like, oh, wow, I did that. So you feel like a sense of accomplishment, being that you can continue on with the process. And so that's what it's designed to do. And so you do that and you just go on. And before you know it, you would have paid off, let's just say, $2,000 to $3,000 worth of debt. And so, it's pretty good. I mean, it's a great feeling to not be able to become debt free. And for those of you who all know, I've been kind of sharing that my goal is to be completely debt free. And, and the Bible speaks about, owe no man nothing but to love him. Okay. So, in order to really see the wealth transfer, it starts with us. Okay, it starts with us. But again, just start out, like I said, I'm just doing a recap. Start out by listing all of your expenses on them. Just write it out on a piece of paper. Okay, then you can take that at a later time, transfer it to your computer. You can go to Excel. If you don't have Excel, just type it in Word. Let's just say XYZ's expenses. Okay, and you list everything from your mortgage to your car payment, to your insurance, to your cell phone bills, to your entertainment, daycare, groceries, and so on and so forth, right? And then so you project at the top, this is how much money that I am working with monthly. You plug that at the top. And then you say, okay, now, and you look at it in real time. And so this happened to me today. And I was so excited. So I was able to pay down a certain bill, which took an additional couple $100 off of my monthly expenses. And so when I plugged that into my Excel worksheet, I saw my debt number significantly reduce. And so that's the goal of it, is to see that number go down, not up. Okay. And so that's the whole goal of it. Now, this is going to take some discipline. Okay, guys, I love to shop. I like to spend money. I have kids that need things. So, you know, but I feel that also with you having more cash flow, aside from that debt demon, you're going to be able to really do the things that you want to do, you know, like travel. You know, you might want to, you know, once we out of this pandemic, you may want to decide, you know what, I'm going to go to Europe one day. You know, I do want to go to Europe, and I'm going to go. And so, you know, I won't feel bad, you know, if I just, you know, pay for it. I'll be able to do that, because if you don't have all your income going into bills, you'll be able to just travel and do the things that you want to do, and pay for colleges, and, you know, invest your money into 401ks. And by the way, let me go ahead and push on to another point. You need to make sure that you are saving anywhere between 10 to 20% of your income. You need to make sure, if you're not investing your money, you should be investing in some type of either 401k or some type of IRA account. For those of you who may be self-employed, you need to be making sure you are putting, and again, some of you guys, this video, it may not be for everybody. If you already are on your mission with doing this, comment below and give us some, you know, share some thoughts with some things that you may be doing, or how. I would like to know, what are some of the things that you did to pay your debts down, or what are some, you might be aware of some great stock options, or some great savings account plans, dividends and things like that. So I would love for you to share how you have become debt-free, or you are working on becoming debt-free. And that's what this video is on Motivational Monday. We are going to take this debt down little by little. And so that's what I have for you on this Motivational Monday. We are going to be the head and not the tail. We're going to be above only and never beneath. We will be the lender to nations, but borrow from none. That's word, guys. Be blessed. Hope you enjoyed this video. Give me thumbs up if you have not already done so. I would love for you to be a part of this family. Go ahead and hit the subscription button below. Share and like. Bye-bye.